Hello, viewers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that from now on because I've been doing that. Howdy, welcome to On a Whim, our bi-weekly nerdy podcast. Mm-hmm. We might be expanding that in the coming weeks and months. Well, I don't know. We'll figure out how it goes. I'm your co-host, Paul Vella.
Jabari Lewis Smith.
And we are your host for this podcast.
Probably for every podcast.
For every podcast. Yeah. We might bring in some guests probably later down the line, but it's going to be interesting with everything going on. It's going to be hard to bring in guests when we're still all quarantined. Don't you need to let us know. We know we're breaking the law right now.
Mm-hmm. Where's your mask?
Where's your mask?
I forgot where it went.
So yeah, it's two people. Yeah, it's two people. None of us have signs or symptoms. You could be asymptomatic. No, we're not. We're not gonna happen. If we had it, it would have happened by now, right? Mm-hmm. So
we die.
I don't know about all that. I have life to live. I did 5.5 years in county. All right. No.
You had a life.
I had a life.
You had a life. You want to continue it?
That's cool. So, couple rules for this stream. Anyone watching, welcome. But this is different than the usual Twitch stream. We're using the stream for content for the Whim Indie channel, but we won't be interacting with the stream as like the per usual stream. We have an awesome moderator for that. Everyone say hi to Shadow Fox, our wonderful moderator for the stream. And they will be the ones interacting with people coming through and conversation pieces and all that. Shout out to you, Shadow. Appreciate you. Thank you for being there for us. We owe you coffee. We'll rectify that. We'll rectify that as soon as this is all the coronavirus quarantine is over. So,
I think she's lurking in the chat right now. So she's she's moderating today, but she's lurking.
Shadow told me that they're in a meeting for the Teletria weekly stand-up.
Oh, is that right now?
Yeah, that's right now.
Ooh,
so
okay,
that's wonderful. But yeah, shout out to Shadow, and then shout out to Jessica as well. Creative Life JMJ. Did I say that right? I hope I did.
No, you got it.
Yes. They will also be. She will also be lurking around too. I believe we cut her off when she was hosting on Whim Indie. Yeah. So thanks, Jessica, for being awesome too. So the game we are playing today, we'll be talking over, is one of my personal favorites. It's L.A Noir. I don't know if you guys have been hearing the smooth. What kind of music is that, Jabari?
I think it's jazz. I'm pretty sure it's
jazz.
Music.
Just straight up jazz music, right? And not just because of the music, but it's one of my personal favorites. I played it back when it first came out on the 360. It's a Rockstar game, so open sandbox. But you're not the villain in this one.
Damn.
I know, right? Yeah, you are Detective Cole Phelps, LAPD, and it takes place right after World War II. So if you guys know me at all, which I'm sure our viewers and listeners won't know me, you'll know me coming the weeks and months ahead, is I'm a huge history buff. Okay. And a lot of the story takes place post-World War II. So you play Cole Phelps. He comes back from being in World War II, leading the fight against the Japanese and, that whole thing. So we have our first technical difficulty already. Do we have the visual of L.A Noir on screen? No, not yet. Okay, we'll get that going. So, I've taken the liberty of skipping over the tutorial missions. The tutorial missions, you play as a foot officer, on the beat, patrol, and tutorial how to shoot, how to walk, how to do interrogations, how to do crime scenes and all that stuff. The more tutorials. So I've skipped over those parts, and I have just gotten us a promotion to detective. and we're a detective on the traffic desk. So one of the things I don't like about L.A. Noir are these very long cutscenes that I'm sure we'll be talking over for sure, but cutscenes and then flashbacks.
Oh, okay.
And it'll show you the relationship Cole Phelps has with a couple key players in the game. So we'll start the game and we'll be talking over it.
Yeah. I have never played it, so...
You have never played it?
I'm excited, because I always see this like on like the Nintendo website, where they kind of... I guess they have a lot of money to advertise with.
I'm sure Nintendo has a lot of money on their own storefront.
This company... of course, Rockstar too, yeah.
Rockstar, yeah.
So I see this a lot. I've always been tempted to buy it, but then Paul was just like, hey, let's play it. I was just like, okay, cool. So I get to try it out. The driver's seat. You want to play, or...?
I'll be playing.
Okay.
We can trade off, too. I mean, I don't mind. So it's
nice
your first day on the patrol, the traffic desk, and you get your first crime. Meet your partner. That is the watch commander. Of course, it's stereotypical watch commander.
We're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here next to the map. What's his problem?
This is
your
New
little
York.
desk. No, it's LA.
It's L.A. Oh, okay.
The freeways.
They haven't even approved the money yet, Did. The bond issue won't be until December. It'll be years before any of this will happen.
It's true. It was years.
We're all about you, Phelps. Go easy on me.
Meeting your partner?
Citation, and maybe we'll get along. I'm here to learn, Detective. He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Who's intense? The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
You'll meet him, more about him later on.
I feel like I need to kill him.
Spend a little time basking in reflected glory.
I wish.
No. She's like a bad cop.
Who was that? Roy Earl.
Roy Earl.
Detective and Ed Vice. They all dress like movie stars. Well, Roy is a movie star.
He works in Vice.
And the whole
So,
of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
Adult entertainment crimes,
Think of me, kid.
drugs, narcotics.
And hookers.
Especially those.
Especially.
Now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division. Welcome for Detective Cole Phelps.
This is Cole Phelps. Okay.
Cole Phelps.
Michael
C-O-L-E.
Phelps. I'm like,
No, not the swimmer. Not the Olympic swimmer.
And have to take a bow, Phelps. If it's all right with that's an order, Phelps.
That's an order.
I have some really nice view.
Yeah.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
You can still see the whole, post-war sentiment, the whole, they attacked Pearl Harbor, so there's still that,
So it's just taking place in the 1945 or
so 1946, 1947, I think.
Oh, okay.
I've been on those briefings before. It looks just like that. People throw things at each other.
So this brings back memories.
Oh yeah, it brings back memories. Yeah.
You'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. And get down to the PE freight depot.
Do they get their mouth like that too?
No, he's just
corner, just
he just got too much Botox. I mean, he's got tetanus. So, if I remember how to do this correctly, we have to leave the police station. Who would have thought? Could you imagine,
this guy follows you behind.
Well, he's your partner.
Oh, okay. That's not the Roy dude, right?
No, that's your partner right now. Kozlowski, something like that. I should listen.
Can you beat him?
No. You get your little patrol.
Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot and warehouses.
This is his first day, and he's driving.
Well, first day as detective. He's been.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's been a beat cop for a few years already. And your watch commander or your 459. Should we respond?
459. You know these terms and stuff, right? These codes. I do not.
So map. So 459. I don't remember the actual code. I think it'll tell us when we get to it. So where is it on the map? It's right here. It's on our way to our freight depot anyways. So street crime location. So have you ever played any of the Rockstar games at all?
Grand Theft Auto?
The random missions that like the random someone gets mugged and you have the choice of chasing down the person or going on your way. And then if you do chase them down and you kill them or, whatever, you run them over with your car, you can take the money and either give it back to the person or keep it for yourself. It depends on how you want to play. Most people who play Grand Theft Auto are probably going to take the money for themselves. It is what it is. We know who these people are. So, I usually give the money back. That's how I play in Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. That's another Rockstar game.
Yeah.
So, you're a cop. You can't, you're on the right side of the law, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't remember what a 459, right? I don't remember what that police code was. I dealt with more in the 200s. Mm-hmm. The 200 police codes, the more severe crimes.
No.
Because I think 459 is petty theft, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha.
We're
find out, right?
And we're code 2. So, you're going to hear on the radio people talking code 2 or code 3 or code 4. So, for you people who don't know who I am, I used to work in juvenile detention. Mm-hmm. So I used to be technically public safety law enforcement. So if you think if I'm familiarizing myself with this game, that's why. And that's our destination, yes. So code 2 is you are to respond without lights and sirens. There's no hurry, take your time. But if you're code 3, full lights and sirens, get there as soon as you can, full bore. So, if you ever see a police officer going down or a fire truck or an ambulance with the lights and sirens on, you might hear that get called code 3. I don't know if you've ever heard that be called code 3 or not, but yeah. It's different. And then code 4 is all clear. So,
okay.
You might hear other police codes like 10-4, meaning copy. I copy that. So, things like that. So we are going to our first street crime location, completely avoiding the case that we're on right now. We are here. So, Jabari, you know L.A. pretty well. What's on the corner of Central and 6th?
I don't know.
What's on the corner of Central? Because this is where we're going. We're going to Central and 6th. And
wow.
Yeah.
They literally got like a
they really made a good effort of these little question marks on the map are actual site-specific monuments. Well, we call them monuments, but back then they're just landmarks. They're actual buildings. We'll drive by the I think the Ambassador Hotel where Robert Kennedy was shot in L.A. What now it is just I think it's a school over there on what is that called? Figueroa? I don't know where the or Sepulveda. I don't remember. One of those streets over there. Got the Peruvian consulate. I go there all the time.
Gotcha.
So
I think Shadow's asking for doing a Q&A session.
We will be doing a Q&A session. That's later in the cast. So we'll get to it, Shadow. We promise. We'll get to your questions. You feature prominently in those. But right now we will be going to that crime scene. So 459, I'm pretty sure it's petty theft.
Okay.
Grew up in San Francisco.
Now I'm trying to look around to see if I recognize anything. Mates!
So let's see. Did I flag it properly? So I am currently on 1st Street. So if we cross... So we will need to make a right turn onto Central, right? You'll tell me when that is, right, Jabari?
Uh-huh.
You'll tell me when that is, right? Central?
If I say it.
So yeah, we're here, right? Central Police Station. We're going down 1st. We're making a right on Central. Wow. And see right there, hidden vehicle. Yeah. There are vehicles you can take and unlock them, and it's like a collectible thing.
Oh, okay.
So, but we're not going to be doing that because we're police, and we're not going to take random cars off the street.
Dang.
I know, right?
Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant.
Cole King.
So Cole is talking about how he rose through the ranks of the Marines. He served as a Marine Corps lieutenant.
Now let me get this straight.
My bad.
You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
Wow.
So he served on Okinawa.
You were up there all night. Draped in the flag. Nice poutine too. Got it already. Finished?
That was brutal in Okinawa.
The Emperor.
I remember
he to
I
himself,
was in Japan.
leading
We
the
took a
charge
trip to
against you.
Okinawa.
Yeah.
And the tour bus started talking about all of what happened during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of Americans in the bus, and she's talking about World War II, about Japanese and how they all were slaughtered. And I was just like, this is not fun. Nobody was having fun in that bus.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
Ooh. Crackhead?
Up on the
No,
roof,
okay.
officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
They go for their pieces right away.
Ooh.
Oh, shots fired.
This is not the mission? This is a side mission?
Just a side mission.
What?
Get up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Which way did he go?
He went down.
How do I run again? I forgot.
That's kind of scary, just walking. Uh-oh. Suspect escaped.
We'll try that again, I guess.
You're walking too much like a badass, that's why.
I forgot how to run. I think I'm
That's
remembering
funny.
with the buttons. I think it's the trigger.
Trigger.
Yeah. So 459, I think, is petty theft, and he's got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, we're authorized to shoot, right?
Well, he has a gun, and he just shot at you, right?
Right.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
So our call sign's 11 King.
Oh, okay.
Male Caucasian.
Oh, you can go back to it?
Yeah. Talking. Oh, yeah, there he goes. I can remember how to run. Whee! Shots fired. Should I kill him?
Yeah. Shoot him in the leg. I said the leg!
Call
the penis!
Call the coroner. Call the coroner. Watch. First day as detective.
And I got somebody.
So accurate. Complete a single straight crime case. A cop on every corner. Get in the car. So if you go into like the cheating websites and all that, you can see if the case, you can catch them, you can take them alive. But I don't think you could. I don't know. We can look it up, but I don't think we could take him alive. He was shooting at us, and he was causing public menace, shooting at traffic.
Yeah.
I put him down. That was a good shoot.
Yeah, it
It was a good shoot.
You didn't have to shoot him in the nuts, man. That last shot was a nut shot. It was like Grover. I mean, not Grover.
He's not even here.
Well, his name popped up. He's been talking.
What did he say?
He's talking crap about your driving.
No, it is crap. It is really crap.
He can't drive in GTA or L.A. Noir.
I can drive decently in GTA. Thank you very much. Hey, these cars handle like land yachts. Okay? That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Shadow said we're not good at being cops. Well, you are.
I carried a badge once. So, Jabari, what are your thoughts on the PS5 controller that just got announced?
PS5 controller. When I first saw it, you know everybody's posting about it, right? Everybody's posting about that controller.
Right, yes.
And I was just like, I'm not impressed. It's different, but I guess I don't like the white.
You don't have
The white border on it, but it seems like maybe you can change that out.
I'm sure you can.
Different skins, so that could be cool.
Go on through.
But
Mikowski, that's his name.
Parking lot straight ahead.
But yeah, actually, somebody else posted, I think, a full black one. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I want to try it with
Right.
my hand to see how that is.
What
What do you think about that?
I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I like the low profile of the nubs, you know, the analog sticks. So We'll see how it goes. Are you gonna get a PS5 or are you gonna get an Xbox?
I think this time I'm going to get a PS5.
First case, folks.
I skipped PS4
Mm-hmm.
because I was trying to get it too late. I was going to get a Pro, but
Yeah, I thought about getting a Pro too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
but then I was like, PS5 is rumored to come out. This was
Right.
probably like a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
a year and a half ago.
You might as well. It's
I'll wait.
backwards compatible.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. So definitely PS5 this time. I've been missing out on a lot of games. You know this.
What have you
I
got?
missed out on my Soul Calibur. 6.
You did.
Solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called
So,
it in. What gives with the corner?
shoot.
There's
There's a
blood
lot.
all over the
Hey,
interior.
we just saw the coroner.
We have an owner for the car?
So okay. So you excited about the PS5 then? Did
Yeah.
you see the Xbox controller at all?
We'll take a look.
Let's see.
I'll keep Mr.
I think
Wilkie
somebody
talking.
posted it, but I thought it was just like the
He's
same exact
the rest.
It
controller
looks
as
like
the
a
past.
it looks like a Xbox controller, huh?
Yeah.
So should we? So usually in a crime scene, we're gonna look over the. Hey, we met you earlier.
Ooh, it's all bloody in there?
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Press Y. Oh, Y. There it is. I'm just right up on him.
Yeah, he just right behind him with some bro. He's just laying on his bald head.
Oh no! Oh wow, that's a lot of blood.
Terrible.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Yeah. No, you don't say. Phelps, are you okay? So you're looking for different
Clues.
Clues.
You're just stepping right into blood.
Yeah.
Like, no problem.
No problem.
And that looks like thick blood on there, too.
So it's dry.
It's dry.
So little cones tell you where the different crime scene evidences are. So
Dude, where's your gloves?
Brand name
Instant
might give us
heat.
something.
insta heat. That'll come up later on. Actually, believe it or not. So it's funny, if you walk too far away, you fail the mission. Because you didn't find everything out. And you hear the music playing, right?
Uh-huh.
That means it's still a live crime scene and you look around.
Oh. I see Grover saying that Chris Nuno thinks that the PlayStation 5 controller looks like a stormtrooper.
It does. But you know what, Grover? You using the controller will only enhance your aiming. Oh, look in the trunk. Oh, look, crowbar and a couple things. So, what's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. One live hog.
$3.20.
Pig yesterday?
Yep. He bought a live pig, and then there's a wrench. Anything on the wrench?
This isn't.
I guess it isn't.
Grover loves his Xbox overlords.
His Xbox overlords. Oh yeah.
Probably not.
But yeah, you can pick up random stuff too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what else are we looking at? There's another little cone thing right here.
Yeah, it was just like Grover's aim is worse than a stormtrooper.
Yes. Talking about Grand Theft Auto.
I
Oh my
see,
god!
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Adrian.
Grover's like, yeah, I really can't aim in games that involve shooting.
No, he really can't.
Genuine leather.
She looks like,
Creepy. She looks like she's
and he's got the hover, he's standing like just a couple feet away from her.
mm-hmm.
Totally not observing social distancing. But that smile is just creepy. Creepy as all get out.
Both of them, shoot.
Right? So you're gonna get the PS5.
Definitely.
I haven't decided what I'm gonna get yet. Well, here we go. What's going on here? Let me
Those are
manipulate it.
some nice shades.
No, they're not shades. They're prescription, I think.
Prescription glasses. Swag. Stencil.
Stencil.
Glasses.
Stencil.
Is that a real brand?
Hair, by the way.
I don't even know. Maybe back then.
And when the music stops playing, like the swirls, you've looked up all the evidence. So now I get
that's
to
good.
go ask the witness some questions.
Did they
Yeah,
not
he is.
believe in gloves back then? Or
I've word of the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this.
So
Sir, I'm detective.
oh, black guy.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
Nate
Typical
Wilkie.
black guy.
Nate Wilkie.
So I just sitting there. A strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood.
Grover's freaking out about her
I called
mask.
police.
Where are your masks? We talked about this, Grover, before.
We did.
Yeah.
He came in late.
Well, I work for the railway.
He worked for the railway.
On my way out to the switch and reckon I'd take a shortcut.
That's so black.
Yeah, you think that's... So you have your options, right? Good cop, bad cop, or you accuse him. He seems like he's wearing a railways, I think that he's telling the truth. So,
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
that's probably about right.
What was he doing? Just
He
hanging out?
works in the rail yard.
Oh, okay.
So,
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
you think he's telling the truth? Or is he lying?
I said
Accused!
that.
You ever seen
He's a good guy.
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
Well, I mean, a car in the middle of the railway, I think it would stand out, wouldn't it? If you worked on the railroad tracks, and there was a car on the tracks in the middle of your yard, you'd think,
Yeah, you'll know something unless he wasn't there.
Steel pipe with blood on
But-
it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
You think he's telling the truth, Jabari?
I feel like he.
Yeah.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like in his mouth?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
So, you're an actor. You're an actor,
That was
right?
terrible. Back off that one.
So, you see him being all shifty, looking at you like, you believe this crap I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you have two options. Bad cop him, so you doubt what he said, right? Or you accuse him of something. So, you found the wallet. There was just an ID card in there and a picture, but empty.
He did it! He did it,
But
officer!
do we have evidence that he did it? Like, do we
Oh,
have?
no, we don't.
So, but we can accuse him,
Back up.
right? So we're gonna back cop him.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I
It's
Trust
you,
your gun.
but there weren't
Jabari.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie.
I know what he's thinking.
I know what this was.
if you have to, I guess.
So, I like the point Grover brought up, and then you bring up the whole gloves thing
Somebody's got to
in the crime scene investigation, right? So, what are your thoughts on the current state of things, the whole pandemic thing going on?
Oh, but it's crazy. Shoot, we were required to wear masks, 3 days ago?
Yeah, San Bernardino County
County.
required everyone, if you leave your house, and you are to interact with people outside your household. So, like first responders, essential services, you are to wear a mask. So,
620 Bunker Hill Avenue.
right now, we're not wearing masks because
Bunker Hill.
we've deemed each other to be low risk.
So,
And we're in private quarters.
And we're in private areas. So, if we were to go out to eat to lunch, I go through a drive-through, I would wear a mask to interact with the person taking the order, and then the person paying the person, and probably the less interaction, the better.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
Right now, we are heading to the the location of the potential victim, Adrian Black, the guy we found his wallet. And we are going... Oh, look. There's another shrimp crime location. Shall we respond?
All the way on 3rd Street over there?
Yeah. Versus up here. So we're down here, right?
Yeah.
And then we have to go all the way up here.
I want to see the side quest.
You want to see the side quest? Let's do the side quest.
The first one was cool.
I'll drive us there. We can keep talking.
Oh, shoot. You know, the first day that... I think they passed it at night, that you have to wear a mask.
Yeah, it was past Wednesday night. It was effective Thursday, I think. In San Bernardino County. Each county is different.
Yeah. Next day, I went outside and I saw the neighborhood children. They had their masks on while playing on the scooter. I was just like, wow, this is America.
This is America. This is America.
Right here.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. This is for
We
real.
have the most deaths in the U.S. from coronavirus in the world.
In the world.
Yeah. We've overtaken Italy. We've overtaken China. China, the country that started in.
I feel like they just haven't recorded. Dang! Get out the way, black boy.
Get out the way. Boom. Get out the way.
I feel like China hasn't just really reported all of their cases.
You think they're being shady about it?
Yeah. I'm sure America hasn't posted everything either, too.
Oh, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
You got his head under there checking the oil. The Southern Pacific.
Japan's going crazy right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
But usually
they ignored it for a bit.
Usually Japan's really good about the whole infectious diseases thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stereotypical pictures and everything of them just walking around in public with masks. Is that accurate, Jabari?
Yeah, that's accurate. When they get like a cold or
Yeah.
they feel sick, they put it on.
So you figure Japan be one of the countries most ready for it, in theory.
Yeah. They've taken a lot of measures already. I think there was an article online that said that the Prime Minister, Abe Shinzo, he was trying to save face for the country. So he's trying to ignore like the danger of it.
Okay.
But then more and more cases just kept on piling up.
Sounds familiar, huh, guys?
Yeah. Right? Cheeto head.
Cheeto head. Aw, he tried to ignore the virus and it just didn't go away. Funny how that happens.
Shoot. But yeah, he's realized that it's a major issue, and then he's called a state of emergency in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And so now half of the people are like on lockdown.
Just half?
Yeah. Well,
Does Japan have like essential workers?
it's like a volunteer
okay.
lockdown kind of.
Like
well, not lockdown.
Like it is here, kind of.
Well, I feel like it's more severe here.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think in our area, because we don't have a lot of people like in Highland that's been affected. They haven't really been
cracking down on it.
Yeah. But in other areas,
we're gonna turn right on Whitmer. Ah, Mr. Whitmer. I remember that guy. And then whatever this street is, and then we'll make a left on 3rd. So next right, then a quick left, and then a left.
Here on Wilshire Boulevard.
Wilshire or Whitmer?
Is it Wilshire or?
Well, there's a Wilshire Avenue.
Oh, Wilshire. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's Whitmer. Yeah, my driving's bad.
You hear me drive by? That was great. I thought you were doing it on purpose. Like,
No.
Get out the way.
Get out the way. So yeah, it's what an age we live in, right?
Yeah. But shoot, my mom and my sister, every time they go to the store, they wear gloves
Yeah.
now, and I don't see a lot of people do that, and I don't do that. But I'm wondering, should I start doing this now?
Right.
Oh, shoot. Have you been to the store lately?
Not lately.
No. My mom and my sister, they go to the store every day.
Car 11K.
We're code 3.
Uh-oh.
We're starting to think nobody would show.
Gang fight? Oh, turn around.
The 3rd Street Gang and the Diamond Street Gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than hound each other.
Now we're dealing with the other minorities in LA. Oh,
Hope you brought plenty of ammunition, sir.
shots fired. Don't pick your head up. Ah, shot my hat off.
Oh, you got shot.
I did.
Right through.
Straight through.
Is he? Oh, no, okay.
Why would you open fire on the police? I don't know.
Grover was talking about gloves, saying that they don't work because they cross-contaminate.
They do? It's true.
Like, well, whatever you touch,
Right.
other things they'll contaminate.
It's true.
That's everything, right?
Yeah. How do you take cover again? I forgot.
How do you take cover again?
Where are they?
One to the left, one straight in.
We got backup coming in.
That guy flew in.
Walk out of here or go out in the box.
That's your partner, right?
Oh, is it? Mother.
Or it's a red car, so I don't think that's good.
No, that's their backup.
Yeah, that's their backup. I didn't kill the cop that was in there. I swear he's just like, pop, 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 pop. This guy cannot aim it.
Alright, they're all targets down. Now we need a lot of corners.
Oh my gosh. He just had these bullet holes in the back. He's just like, yeah. I just imagine all this blood on him.
Right. Watch this.
Car 11K calling KGPL. I need an ambulance at 1624 West 3rd Street. Code 4. Shots fired and suspects are down.
Just an ambulance, though. I didn't have shot them this time. KGPL. So KGPL is like base.
Oh, okay. KGPL.
Yeah. So to the destination.
Oh, Grover's asking about your Pro controller.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's a coming. I was showing you earlier the Pro controller, right? It's in my colors. So here, Jabari, want to drive a little bit?
Okay.
You're more than welcome to.
Wait, how do you go?
Right trigger.
He just got
right trigger.
Go back in.
Why answer this text? So I don't believe in wearing the gloves either because of the cross-contamination thing. Like as soon as you wear it and you touch something in the store and then you go to your wallet's infected to whatever you've touched.
Exactly.
So, and then you go to your phone and then you go to all these things. So why? Why? Well, there goes our rating. Were you? Look out!
Crossover?
I didn't know how to slow down, so I kept speeding up.
Left trigger.
Left trigger.
Oh, another dispatch call. Press A. Turn right.
Ooh.
We're code 2, not code 3.
Oh, how do I do that? I didn't.
Left, stick down. So yeah, that's the age we live in.
Yeah.
We have no headlights because we crashed several times.
Did it come on automatically, or do I have to do it or something?
Oh no, they come on automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cole Phelps does that for you. Oh, that's one of ours.
Stop! Uh-oh.
Alright, slow down so we can hear the call.
Going. Why did he slow down? He's stuck in the middle of the intersection.
Press A.
11K responding. Go ahead, KGPL.
Next corner, turn left.
Okay, I was gonna go through that now.
Sounds like another dope fiend looking for a free fix.
Oh man, come on.
Yes, sir. Damn. Why these places have so much preparation H?
Another one.
Wait. This is speed.
Right bumper to right trigger to run.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
How do you
You shouldn't.
shoot? Why?
Jump over. Because he hasn't shot at you yet.
Get the hell down from there, you lunatic!
Alright, Jabari.
Oh, where'd he go?
Left. Up the stairs. To the right.
Oh, that boy's fast. Come back here. Tackle. Tackle.
Punch with a B.
B.
Left trigger to engage, and then Y. So left trigger, hold on left trigger, and then left trigger. Yeah. Is it activating? Okay, there you go. And punch Y, throw him to the ground, and then.
He's down. I can't be calm. I'll be evil.
You want to be evil? How do I shoot him?
How do I shoot?
And the paddy
I'll
wagon.
attack him off the thing.
But good news is, the curve is flattening.
Yes.
So the number of new cases have begun to plateau.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a promising sign of
It's
things to
actually
come.
ahead of time.
Yeah, we're on ahead of schedule than where it should have been. So 3 out of 40 street crimes.
That means I can go back to work soon.
You hopefully can go back to work soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are we at?
Looking like May or something.
May? You thinking May or thinking? I'm thinking June.
June.
So we are just going up to Central, and then right there, right? Whatever this is. It's not Central, is it? Up to
I can't even tell.
whatever this is right here. It's off of Broadway. So I wonder what that is. Oh, that's the tunnel we went under, right? Just right here. The Broadway tunnel.
Where are you seeing the tunnel? Oh,
Right
okay,
here,
that's
right
okay.
here,
It just lines with you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we at with the pandemic watch. But unfortunately, the pandemic also means a couple games were postponed. Last of Us 2 was one of the ones remarkably postponed. Who makes Last of Us? Naughty Dog, right?
I'm not even sure.
See,
I can't remember.
Landmark Discovered, Hollow Records. See, they didn't make they did like a nice show of that.
Yeah. I never played Last of Us.
You never played Last of Us?
That's why I don't even know anything about it.
Oh,
I
fair
heard
enough.
it's a really excellent game.
It's a very good game.
Was that one of the games that was in that book that you lent me, the Pixel?
Not the only Last of Us was. It was Uncharted. I think Uncharted was though.
Uncharted was definitely it.
Yeah. The book we're talking about is called Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. It's like an outsider's post-mortem of a lot of video game projects, and they looked at a couple Uncharted 4 being part of the whole what's the right word for it? Crunch culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crunch time. Bad time. That's a nice place.
The Black Residents. Yeah. Adrian Black, yeah, that's the guy's name.
Don't tell me when they come out like interview.
No, they're white.
Oh, okay.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Neither is Phelps.
But yeah, shoot, they postponed a lot of things.
They
So many
did,
things,
yeah.
like that Mulan movie. Not a game, but Mulan.
Not a
the
game,
movie.
yeah.
I guess they're gonna postpone it to May or June.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking forward to that.
I'm Margaret Matt.
Right.
We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Wait, is that the same lady that earlier?
That's the cringe picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
She does not take a good picture.
She did not.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
Usually that something is wrong when people don't come home, yes.
We found a pipe on the scene of blood.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
She
Does
did
the
it.
name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, man?
Accuse.
Accused.
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater all.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you.
I don't know what it is, but there's something awkward.
Police officer. Anything
For
else
I know they're
you're
doing
Motion capture.
motion capture for it, but it's like they don't.
Check the place out.
The actors don't know what to do. They know how to speak, but they don't know what to do. Or
Right.
it's either something jittery about it.
There's got to be something in here to go on.
Well, because you're an actor. You get told to lie, right? Oh, alienist Fontaine provides help to troubled vets. So here's one of those flashbacks I was talking to you about.
Uh-huh.
So these are things happening simultaneously in the story that you won't interact with, but you'll know about it come down the line.
Okay.
So the background story is he is a vet, of course, World War II, and he's got something called combat fatigue. We know it now as PTSD. Combat PTSD, right? And Fontaine is a psychiatrist who uses narcotics to help them cope and become more susceptible to his psychological ramblings.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe in using drugs to make a patient more susceptible. I understand some people need drugs to like lower their anxiety, and psychiatry is a profession that I admire, and medical doctors. But as you can see, he is not the most caring
crazy.
physician. he looks crazy AF. So
You don't have to hunt him down or anything like that.
I don't remember if we do so or not. But those are like newspapers available in the game. So here we have the receipt for the thermos, the InstaHeat,
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
right?
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
She's gone by now.
Yeah. Well, she has no reason to run, right? $82 for a hot water heater installation. Those were the days.
Those were the days. But shoot, back then they thought $5 for a steak. It was
Was
$5
too-
for like a steak, right? And
Right.
that was crazy, apparently. Oh, this game.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
To my Adrian, lovesick and lonely without you. Hurry back, my darling. Ooh, who's Nicole?
Cold.
This just got spicy.
Yeah. Foul play.
This must be Adrian's.
Whose else could it be?
Stencil.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
So we can... Oh, something else? Did I miss something? The shoes. No. Was it the shoes? I guess not. Oh, suitcase missing. Uh-oh. Train ticket?
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Nope.
Shadow was saying that the Black Widow movie was delayed. as well.
Yeah, Black Widow also was delayed. So, do they sleep in separate rooms?
Grover says Final Fantasy. What is that? 7? 14, 13, 14. It's just 16. I can't.
Kavanaugh's
Roman
Bar,
numerals.
L.A. Interesting.
Adrian's a patron. Aren't I should have an address.
R&I. Records and
Is that a Gucci
investigation.
bar?
R&I or Kavanaugh's? So that was the guest room?
Creepy lady.
No, she's sir.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
So I
She's
guess...
only a guess. She wasn't supposed to be there.
Was she in the guest room? So let's call R&I. So records and investigation. Or records information. I don't know what to call it. Phelps, badge 1247.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Badge.
The good old days.
Phelps, 1247.
I got it right.
How can I help, Detective?
And they know your rank. Because there's so few in the book, probably. They just flip through it. 1247. Oh, promote detective. So, and they'll probably know your rank, lieutenant, if whatever you were. So now we need to go outside to look at the hot water heater. And I think if I remember correctly, you have to put it together. Check the laundry room real quick. Something here. Just an iron.
Hog stool.
So we are going. See if we can just jog lightly into the. Not on that side of the house. Or the other side of the house. Yep, here it is.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Oh, what a Boy Scout, Phelps. Little S-bend pipe. I think that one goes there.
You actually have to put it together? What?
To find out what piece he's missing, I think.
Is it not that piece that was in the car? The trunk?
That can't be right.
Right here. So the piece that was at the yard is the one right there.
Oh, I see.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him.
The plot thickens.
Seems like the assailant is a little closer than
Oatmeal. Extra thick. And the music lights up, and that means investigation is
Time
over.
to go.
So now we get to question the Mrs. Black. And this fool's already waiting for me.
So Grover's saying Final Fantasy 14 was supposed to... Okay, so it was 14, not 16.
Okay.
Was supposed to have a big update in June, but it got delayed because the European voiceovers can't meet the record, meet to record the new cutscenes. So that's coronavirus screwing them up for that.
Of course.
But I'm kind of surprised because usually when people do voiceovers, usually one person in a booth at a time.
Right.
And then the
But you still need a
engineer.
sound engineer, but they'll still need to interact with each other.
Yeah, but two people?
As long as both wearing masks, right?
Yeah. Both wearing masks for voiceover.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the person in the booth would take out their mask off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Location of Adrian
Did your
Black.
husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Probably true. He goes to the Kavanaugh's bar with a little matchbook stick.
Yeah.
There's no reason she's not showing any signs of, like, he's lying.
Yeah, like the other black guy.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the usual.
He came home early from work.
He came home early to go to the bar.
Wow.
Like Homer Simpson.
And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
After dinner. The roast better be made on the kitchen table. Photographer signed Nicole.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell?
A lot.
It's from his most recent business trip to
Mm.
Seattle.
Uh-huh. Oh, he was businessing, all right. We will
Back up.
accuse her.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
Dang.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive.
Yes, I am.
But I guess you know that. I told you what I know about the picture.
Sure you did. And we have evidence. Where is it? Insahi conceal the concealed message.
What about Nicole?
The straight dope.
Was your husband going to leave you for her?
Wow, so there's like a lot of things that you can
Yeah.
show to them.
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows.
There's the old adage that as long as he pays your bills and he comes home to you, what does it matter what he does?
Stupid.
Yeah.
What is that? Some 1950s.
Something, yeah.
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
I'm sure he did.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw his old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. It looked terrible.
Terrible. Kavanaugh's Bar Matchbook.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's
So we got
bar.
about 4 more minutes. Maybe go.
This little Q&A, lightning round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we've been farming our
So Adrian spends a lot of time.
our
Up until recently,
Facebook core group members of Women D
Mm-hmm.
for some Q&A, and I came up with some like lightning round Q&A sessions. So I'm going to ask you the question, and you have to respond with the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Okay? You ready?
Uh-huh.
All
Your
right.
husband is missing.
So-
After our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious.
Personal
Can you
taste.
account for your
Favorite ice cream.
last night?
Strawberry!
Favorite candy bar.
Oh, the Twix.
Chipotle or Starbucks?
Chipotle. Yeah.
Tapatio or Cholula?
for Adrian
Huh?
to come home.
Tapatio or Cholula? Those sauces, yeah.
I'm not. Tapatio.
Tapatio.
Is there anyone who can
Campfire s'mores or hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Sony PlayStation
I was here alone.
or Nintendo products?
I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
No matter what.
We'll keep you informed.
I like,
Rosie,
I like how you're going. You're clicking buttons on here, but you talking to me. Look at this.
Rosie O'Donnell or Richard Simmons?
What? Oh yeah, that's the one.
Rosie O'Donnell or Richard Simmons?
Ooh, let's pass.
Pass.
No pass.
So my favorite Richard Simmons moment has nothing to do with Richard Simmons, right? So I remember the Simpsons episode. The premise of the episode is Mr. Burns needs an heir, and he has Bart be his heir, and he goes to live with Mr. Burns, and he's rich, so he gives Bart whatever he wants. So when Homer goes back and regrets and goes to retrieve Bart, he wants to stay with Mr. Burns. Later on, Bart ends up back at with the Simpsons. Everything's hunky-dory at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Simpsons had an episode where they had like deleted scenes or alternate endings, right? So when Homer goes to retrieve Bart, Mr. Burns does his stereotypical release the hounds, right? And the hounds go after Homer. But in this episode, Mr. Burns tells Mr. Smithers, release the robotic Richard Simmons. And out comes out Richard Simmons, right? And he starts dancing, right? And Homer screams and yells and runs. But then he starts shaking his hind parts, right? Singing shake, shake, shake. You know, and you're like, Smithers is out of control. So Smithers gets a shotgun, shoots him, robotic Richard Simmons in the head, and then Smith hits him and looks back, and it reforms like Terminator and explodes. So when I think of that alone, I would choose Richard Simmons. But for a whole different reason. So another quick Q&A. I know we took a lot of time just watching the game. That probably wasn't the best for the podcast, but
hey, it was a good game.
It's a good game. So for me, personal taste, favorite ice cream, vanilla. If I had to choose, basic, just like Grover. Vanilla, or if I had cookies and cream, is my favorite.
Okay, definitely.
Favorite candy bar, Twix, the same. Chipotle or Starbucks, that's a hard one.
I think you're going to Starbucks.
I think I go Starbucks more often than Chipotle.
Oh, okay.
So I would find alternates to Chipotle. Oh, there goes my phone. No. I would find alternates to Chipotle. So I would pick Starbucks. Tapatio, definitely, not Cholula. Coffee.
Coffee.
I like s'mores better than campfire weenies because it doesn't get all burnt. I can handle the marshmallow being burnt, but not the weenie being burnt.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't really like barbecue if it's like...
I love barbecue, but no, like if I put it on the campfire, like on the stick, no, it gets too burnt, and I don't like the hot dog on the...
Gotcha.
For me, it'll be PlayStation. Nintendo's catching up now that I have a Switch.
PlayStation?
And I'm having more fun with the Switch. Mm-hmm. And then Richard Simmons, like I said before. So
shake.
Come on, girls. And then quick Q&A. Well, not won't be really quick, but since we're not playing, or I'll be driving to the next scene. Why not? Grover asks, Paul, why do you not like JRPGs?
Why is that, Paul?
Why is that? So, I had Nintendo products, but I couldn't get myself into the JRPGs. So, my only interaction with them was at Walmart. You know, if you remember, Walmart had a electronics section, right? Mm-hmm. And a couple of the games you can demo. And whenever I would run into Final Fantasy, it'd already be running on the demo, and I just couldn't figure out what the hell to do and what was going on, and why are these monsters attacking me, and was it turn-based, and why does it take mana to do this and that, and I just got frustrated. The 8-year-old Paul couldn't figure out how to play Final Fantasy, so the Century Unit.
And that's why you hated it.
And that's why I'm not a fan of them. And I just couldn't get into them. And I mean, it goes with anything, right? If you can't get into the game in the first few minutes you try it, what's the point of playing it, right?
Yeah, and definitely for a game like that, there's a big learning curve, and you probably jumped in the middle.
In the middle somewhere, or maybe even 15, 20 minutes in, but then I missed all the tutorials.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a now adult, I've voiced my I should try playing these games, right? Mm-hmm. And then Grover or Matt or any one of my close friends but Paul, you don't like JRPGs, and I'm like, you're right, I don't. So why should I give it a try?
Guys ruined it for Paul. Should have let him.
And then Notoriously Bad asks us, what was the... Stop the siren. Oh, landmark. Oh, Angel Flight. Angel's Flight.
They definitely don't have that anymore.
No, that's gone. That's been gone. What did we want to be? The first thing we wanted to be when we were little. What did we want to be when we grew up?
You want to go first on that one?
I can go first if you want me to.
Go for it.
I was making a right on 6th, and then a left on Flower. 6th and Flower. My first job I wanted to be was a fireman, because I like the shiny red trucks. To the surprise of absolutely nobody. Oh, another landmark. Oh, Pershing Square. That is still there.
I've never seen that before.
It's just surrounded by skyscrapers now, but it's still there. Firefighter.
Or do you want to be the fire truck?
No. Did you just call me fat?
No.
No,
when you're a kid,
I wanted to be a fireman, because I wanted to be part of the fire truck, the Dalmatian running ahead, the whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah.
But then my mom shut those dreams down hard. She said, "No, that's too dangerous. No, you are going to go to college and you're going to get paid well." And I'm like, "Joke's on you, Mom. Firemen do go to college and you do get paid well with a lot of good benefits." So that was the first job I ever wanted. How about you, Jabari?
See, the first thing that comes to mind when I was little, I really wanted to be a basketball player.
Of course you did.
Yeah, that's just a black dream, right? Some type of sport you want to play.
Some type of sport.
Shoot, basketball was my thing. I used to play for years. Straight ball. And then I got into high school, and I think I tried out for the basketball team in the summer. And I guess I got into the summer team, or it was like a training camp kind of thing. But then I also joined football at that time, and I was like, okay, let me try this. Oh. And I tried it. Ooh.
I think he's dead, Jim.
I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Calm down.
This is a good one to end on, I think.
Oh.
Why do they always run?
It's a crazy one, too. This is a side quest, or?
Yeah, side quest.
He's fast!
He's a fast crazy.
Put your hands in the air.
Look at him. Look at this crackhead girl. How was he dancing in the middle of the street?
Yeah, he doesn't know where to go.
Be careful. He looks dangerous.
I'm trying to.
He slowed down.
Ah!
They're waiting.
In the face.
Uh-oh.
The crazies.
I won't let you control my thoughts.
Farewell, cruel world.
Alright, let's end it there. I love that transition into it. And it's like the same one, the same music. Because they know it's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I did not help that person, but I probably did that person a favor because he would have ended up being that one guy's patient and got popped full of narcotics, right? So, in theory, I helped him. I helped him.
You are a savior.
I am a savior. So we are going to take, for those on the stream, we're going to take a 30, 15, 20 minute intermission. We haven't decided yet, but we'll be back to record the second portion of another session, another hour-long recording session. For those of you who will be listening on the podcast, that part 2 of today's session will be released next week. From when you're hearing this, right? Does that make sense? So
yeah. Wait, what's today? Saturday. Okay. Yeah.
So
Tuesday.
This podcast will be released on Tuesday, and then session 2 will be released the following Tuesday.
Exactly.
So that has been L.A Noir, the first hour of the patrol desk. No, not patrol. Traffic desk. And I've interrogated people, and I've shot people, and killed equal amounts of people on every end. I think LAPD, well done. So, any parting words for our adoring public, Jabari?
Parting words, Shadow says that you should try more games, Paul. That's the parting words. Try more games, guys. Everybody.
Well, everybody. Try more games. Got it. And yeah, that's it. So, I've been Paul Vella.
Jabari Lewis Smith.
And thanks for joining us on The Whim. You guys keep it nerdy out there.
On a whim.